welcome to another episode of Anime Uncover. It's your girl ChiChi. Thanks for coming. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. Anyway, today we have the top 10 horror anime. I personally don't watch horror anime. It's not my thing. But someone asked me to watch this, so let's just get to it.
Horror fans. For this list, we'll be looking at anime that fit the genre or display elements of horror. So, if you're a gore hound but not yet an anime fan, you might want to check out these titles. Oh, and be aware that there may be some mature content ahead. Number 10. Paranoia Agent. Who knew a golden baseball bat and a pair of rollerblades could cause so much chaos? Throughout the city of Musashino, an enigmatic assailant going by the title of Little Slugger has managed to cause mass hysteria due to their unrelenting attacks. The only thing more terrifying than the bludgeonings is the suspicion that starts to arise among the residents of the town. As the mistrust reaches a fever pitch, the heightened trauma will keep you wholeheartedly invested until either Little Slugger or the town strikes itself out. Number 9. Hellsing Ultimate. Vampires. Sometimes they're awesome, and other times they just suck. How does this particular incarnation stand out? Well, our lead vampire is a gun-wielding, sadistic killing machine in service to an ancient order of English monster hunters who take on fanatical Catholics and Nazi vampires. So we'd say it stacks up pretty damn well. Lock the door. The bloodshed, taboo themes, and sheer carnage that comes from the character of Alucard is so immense that it's nearly impossible not to ride the highs of his killing sprees.
Yes, excellent. I haven't had this much fun in ages. What did you say your name was?
Number 8. Corpse Party, Tortured Souls. Based on the hit Japanese survival horror video game, we follow a group of students who end up transported to a school plagued by violent spirits. Not only must they unravel the mystery of Heavenly Host Elementary in order to escape, but they also have to go up against the murderously psychotic Sachiko. Needless to say that some of these poor souls end up biting the dust, and some of their deaths are particularly brutal, as if high school wasn't tough enough already. Number 7. Shiki. Vampires are at it again, this time striking fear into a small town as the inhabitants slowly fall prey to their hunger, and in doing so, start a vicious cycle of death. Blending together nightmarish imagery while dancing around with the increasingly fractured psyche of its characters, this series balances the emotional conflict of both the Shiki and the humans alike. As the blood keeps on flowing, you'll soon find yourself questioning who the real monsters are.
Whatever it is, I'm not gonna let it kill my village.
Number 6. When They Cry. Pushing just ahead of its sister series, Umineko, is this time-twisting murder fest.
What have I done to make you lie to me?
It's the truth.
No, it's not!
Just as Keiichi gets used to his new home, he soon discovers its gruesome history, all of which relate to the village's annual festival. Throw in the fact that his new group of friends are holding on to some dark secrets of their own, and, you guessed it, the blood starts flowing.
This type of torture is very simple. It just involves me hammering 15 nails on both of your hands at each and every joint.
The hook of this series, however, revolves around its resetting timelines, where not only do we get better insight into each character and the history surrounding the murders, but also gives us an excuse for even more death and torture. Yay! Number 5. Terraformars. Do you hate cockroaches? Well, prepare yourself, because these ones come equipped with a humanoid body, immense strength, creepy smiles, and the desire to purge every human they come across. best suited for fans who enjoy their horror series with a splash of mind-blowing action. This show follows a group of humans who arrive on Mars in order to take the red planet back from the roaches.
この場で捕らえる。
Genetically enhanced with the abilities of other insects, there is nothing more cathartic than seeing these giant bugs get the crap kicked out of them. Or vice versa. Number 4. Monster. 2 words. Johann Liebert. For all the unnatural beings that anime can throw at us, the most unsettling will always be humans.
I'm Johann Liebert. I study in the School of Law.
After choosing to save the life of a patient over that of the town's mayor, the once highly regarded surgeon Kenzo Tenma has his world shattered as he comes to realize he has unleashed the suave, psychotic killer Johann upon the world.
Is something the matter, Dr. Tenma?
As Johann's antics get more and more horrific, Tenma, and by extension we the audience, are forced to confront the worst that humanity has to offer. Number 3. Tokyo Ghoul.
Yes.
In a world where cannibalistic creatures known as ghouls exist alongside humans, Ken Kaneki finds himself thrown against the worst of both species after a surgical implant turns him into a half-ghoul. Aside from wrestling with cravings for human flesh and his own dwindling sanity, he soon comes across the fanatical ghoul terrorists, Aogiri Tree, and the human police force of the CCG. Complete with torture, awesome fights, and even some poetry, Tokyo Ghoul stands tall as one of the most interesting horror anime.
だから俺を失望させないでくれよ。
Number 2. Another. Plagued by the death of a student 26 years ago, there are definitely some skeletons hidden in the closet of Yomiyama North Middle School. Skeletons that young transfer student Koichi is determined to find.
Is something wrong? No, ma'am. Nothing.
As he tries to unravel the mystery and grows closer to the equally suspicious Mei, things quickly descend into chaos.
The school is a place that is very close to death.
Students drop like flies, often with rather bloody results. Whether you're intrigued by the thriller aspects of the narrative, love a good murder mystery, or just find some of the creative kills to be actually kind of funny, this one might be for you.
The umbrella. Oh my god. That's the.
Before
Oh
we
my
reveal our
god.
number 1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Oh yeah, Berserk. Yes, High School of the Dead.
Number 1. Parasyte. What happens when you take body snatchers and give them the ability to mutate their human hosts into razor-sharp instruments of death? A whole lot of people get killed. Duh. When parasitic creatures invade the Earth, they start taking over the bodies of any inhabitants they come across, able to turn their appendages into various weapons. Luckily for our hero Shinichi, his personal parasite wasn't able to take full control, and instead
'Cause he
becomes a
had
separate
headphones
entity
on.
locked in his hand. Forced to work together in a bid to survive, the two end up clashing with adversaries, treating us to some stellar fights, genuine scares, and the unnerving truth that literally anyone in Shinichi's life could potentially be a parasite. Do you agree with our list? What do you think is the best anime for horror fans?
私の名はジグゾー。10年ぶりだな、おそ松。カラマツです。
With new top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
It was good. I kind of didn't like that he was narrating like throughout the video. I kind of just wanted to see the horror scenes itself. I personally don't like videos where they narrate. I just kind of like it to start where the action is or the countdown starts at and just keep going. The list was amazing. I absolutely agree with some of the list. I didn't like that some of it was dubbed. I feel like if you're gonna do dub, just do dub throughout and not switch in between. It kind of to me it throws off the whole feeling of the video. Like it was good. I personally don't like horror. I think the only one I've seen or heard about, I've seen like a couple of them, like the girl who falls down the stairs and gets impaled with the umbrella through her neck. I've seen that one multiple times. I actually didn't even know the name of the anime. I just knew that that's what it was about. Obviously I love me some Tokyo Ghoul no matter what. Love Tokyo Ghoul. Parasyte is actually pretty good, although I didn't watch it. Course Party, I didn't watch it, but I do know about it. The list is absolutely good. But the only downfall to it is just that he's narrating through it all. And it's just like, I just want to watch the whole thing through. I have nothing against the narrator or anything like that. But personally, I feel like if you're going to do a top 10, don't narrate. Like, don't narrate anything. Like, I understand if you're like trying to give in-depth detail, but some things just don't need a narration, and this top horror really didn't need a narration. You could have just let the whole video play and let us watch the scenes itself, because I mean he talked through some of the scenes, so it was hard to like really get a grasp of the scene of the anime. But I personally don't like horror anime. Tokyo Ghoul to me is not really horror. It's gore. Don't get me wrong, it's gore, but he did say in this list that it's the concept, whether it has a whole lot of blood in it or is actually under the genre horror. But it was really good. The only down to it was that he was narrating through the videos, and I think he does this for all his videos. Not all, I think most of his videos he talks through them. But to me, I feel like top 10 shouldn't be talked about, to be honest. Just let it play so that we can get a feel of it instead of like interrupting it and narrating or giving inside depth to it, because it kind of throws it off. And I definitely did not enjoy the beginning of it since it did have dubbed in it. I personally cannot stand dubbed. It just doesn't give me the feel of the anime of how it would if it was in Japanese. Most of them were subbed. It was a good top 10 either way. I'm not going against this person. He does great videos. I just feel like I just don't personally like narration in between videos, in between like the countdown. I just want the countdown itself. But other than that, you guys, thanks for watching. This has been another episode of Anime Uncovered. It's your girl ChiChi. It only gets better from here. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't. I don't know what you're waiting for. Just go ahead and click the button. It's like right there, right underneath this video. It takes a couple of seconds. Click the bell so you know when I release videos. And once again, thanks for watching.